Player conflict mechanics are arguably just as old as board gaming itself. I mean, just think about chess. We've been obsessed with finding ways to battle one another for some kind of miniature supremacy for quite literally thousands of years. As time's progressed, we've changed up our battlefield time and time again, allowing for different settings, ways to fight, and crucially, more than two to join the fray. However, as these battles started making their way towards the casual gamer, we started to see some rather annoying characters come into play. Let me introduce you to the worst trio conflict-based games has ever seen. The I just don't get why you're attacking me, the let's keep attacking that guy over there, and the I don't want to attack anyone because we're all friends. Called by some of their other popular names, whining, bullying, or obtuse passivity, the issue with these characters may be the abundance of choice on their hands. If conflict is the way the game is meant to be played, sure, one could circumvent it and make things hard for everyone else. But it seems that game designers have narrowed or even forced the choices of conflict and its consequences upon those at the table. And I think that's glorious. Cosmic Encounter is a science fiction board game for 2 to 5 players where everyone at the table is a unique alien species trying to dominate the galaxy in their own unique way. Each species has a special ability that tends to circumvent the rules. Core gameplay revolves around negotiation, alliances, and clever use of the alien powers themselves. And you win simply by setting up 5 separate colonies outside of your home system in any fashion, or by a win condition of select few of the alien species you'll choose at random. Every encounter is dictated by a destiny deck, ensuring that no player can be consistently targeted, and in a way, every player gets targeted pretty evenly. This means that players are forced to interact with different opponents, but the fate deck just determines the main actors in this fight. After that, the table is invited to form alliances with who can support you, whether you're defending or attacking, with everyone getting the benefits of a successful attack or upholding a steady defense. The battle system is dictated by a separate deck of cards loaded with attacks, abilities, and a chance to negotiate deals with your main opponent. Cosmic Encounter is one of the best board games I've ever played, and its longevity is further a testament to that, as this game has been in production in some way or some form since 1977. When players are well acquainted, rounds usually don't last longer than 30 minutes, eliminating drag. Simply put, it's engaging, it's loaded with fights that are never overbearing, and most of all, it's just fun. The Fate deck, determining who is attacking and who is defending, eliminates any feeling of ganging up on one player over and over again, or eliminating those who showed up not wanting to fight at all. Cosmic Encounter is an all-time great, and it does a fantastic job of designing conflict for each player at the table. In 2 ways. The first way through that Destiny deck allows for the even targeting, and again, no one feeling like they're ganged up on. But I think the other way through the alien species cards is also fantastic. Some species that you come across will purposely want to lose encounters. Other species will introduce a win condition that has nothing to do with the game itself. And all of them seem to take the core rule set of Cosmic Encounter and just throw it out the window, making you almost play by your own set of rules exclusively while the rest of the table is trying to counter them. This, combined with the forced conflict of the Fate deck, makes for such an enticing, never the same game experience. It just never seems to not deliver on its promise. So yes, Cosmic Encounter is an all-time great. In my opinion, a complete masterpiece, but its strength of lighthearted, absurd conflict is also the reason some don't pull it off the shelf. The Fate deck feels more like a way around conflict than a chance for a game designer to just design their way through it. The question then becomes, can you design a conflict-heavy game that makes players target one another without any of those characters rearing their ugly heads back onto the table? This is Tammany Hall. Set in 19th century New York, this game immerses players in a world of political intrigue, area control, and intense negotiation. You see, in Tammany Hall, all the players at the table are political leaders helping immigrants settle in different wards in exchange for political influence. Placing down ward bosses in different wards guarantees them a vote in a mayoral race that happens every 4 turns. Win the most wards in New York, and you become the mayor. Now, after an election is where this game really kicks into high gear. Points are awarded for the wards won, and the mayor gets bonus of 3 victory points themselves. But then, that same mayor needs to appoint everyone else at the table an office position. Some of those positions are able to move populations. You need to swing votes in your favor. Some lock down entire wards until the next election. Some make gaining influence a side hustle that pays them every turn. In Tammany Hall, you can only spend influence to add to your election votes if you have the matching population of where you're trying to spread that influence. Which means moving those small cubes around is a big deal for everyone at the table. Tammany Hall is brilliant in the sense that it doesn't play coy around its conflict. And the design of the board and the election mechanic make this game very hard to win by targeting a player or just trying to take someone down. I've seen many games of Tammany Hall where the table will try to slow someone down that they think is getting momentum, only to completely miss out on the ability to get points themselves. The ability to vote, slander, and gain influence is all centered around placement and the movement of new populations around New York, and how you and everyone at the table places them around the wards. This makes political theater around the game treacherous. It's as simple as taking 1 cube from the gardens and placing it in exactly the right place to turn what was once friends into bitter rivals. Further to that, let's not overstate that there is definitely a bit of a problematic nature with the theme of moving around immigrants where you would like and installing your type of government wherever you want. Both Cosmic Encounter and Tammany Hall employ systems that prevent dogpiling on one player. This ensures that no one stays on top for long, and it gives players who are down enough tools to stay in the fight. Cosmic Encounter's Destiny deck and Alliance calls mean that players can't simply pick on the same opponent repeatedly. The randomness of encounters and the need for allies keep everybody in the game and make the conflict feel fair and unpredictable. In Tammany Hall, after each election, a new mayor must appoint rivals to very powerful offices. Both these games thrive on table talk, deals, and shifting loyalties. The social element ensures that players who fall behind can influence the game, recover, or at least shape the outcome, keeping engagement high for all participants. What board games do you know of that design conflict in a unique way that keeps everyone engaged, but also makes sure that the teeth of conflict are still intact? I would love for you to tell me, and as always, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.